Welcome back. Now, history buffs, fans of the 1930s, and pop culture enthusiasts, really everybody, they're all ready for Hotel Congress to celebrate John Dillinger's famous capture 82 years ago.
Mike McKendrick and Michelle Armstrong are here to tell us more about the annual Speakeasy event that raises funds and awareness for a fantastic nonprofit. Welcome to you both. Thank you.
Good to be back.
I'm really excited. I know we were talking a lot on commercial break. I'm coming this year with my children, and I'm super excited about it. But really, let's start with talking about John Dillinger himself. Why is it that we celebrate this capture? Why is it that we have Dillinger Days?
Everybody loves a bad guy, and he was very notorious for being a bad guy in the United States at that time, and Tucson got to play a really great part of history in his capture.
Well, public enemy number one.
Yep.
You know, he is. It's very famous. It's something we were just mentioning about the movie and Johnny Depp playing him and how it kind of reinvented, you know, everybody getting involved and remembering the history.
Absolutely.
But Tucson, we're always going to remember. We're always going to celebrate it. We're going to, you know, kind of put things together. And we're talking about Speakeasy, which is kind of like the kickoff of everything, right?
Correct. It's a fundraising event for the Greater Tucson Fire Foundation, our partner over here. And we kick off the weekend with kind of a fun whiskey, cigar, speakeasy style, dress up in costume 1930s homage.
Oh, I love
it.
that.
And then the event is actually 2 full days. So what else can we expect from the weekend?
So Friday kicks off with a speakeasy. There's a ticket to that. But Saturday's a family-friendly, free, all-day event from 9 to 5. So we have vintage car shows, reenactments, historic walking tours. We have a variety of things that people can really take advantage of.
And we're talking about this benefiting, you know, the Fire Foundation, and it makes sense because back at the original capture, Tucson Fire and Police really kind of went hand in hand in making that happen. And we've got some pictures from back in the day. And so, Mike, kind of tell me, you know, kind of being a part of that now, what does that feel like?
Well, it's an important part of it, and Hotel Congress have been great partners. The affinity is the fire department played a role back in 1934 in the capture of Dillinger. The foundation has a restored fire engine, a 1923 fire engine, that was in fact at the fire when Dillinger was captured. It'll be in place at Hotel Congress within 100 feet of where it was back in 1934. And the firefighters back in 1934 played a role in the capture of the Dillinger gang. They helped rescue Dillinger gang. They helped rescue some of their luggage that was very peculiar. And then they recognized the gang and then turned them over to the Tucson Police Department, who arrested Dillinger and his gang without any gunfire.
I feel like I'm in the
Wow.
moment.
I know. You brought me back. I feel like we're going to be stepping right back into the 1930s with this. This is going to be such a cool event.
It is the Saturday event, family-friendly, the reenactments. It's a carnival atmosphere. There's fun, food, games, a beer garden. We'd encourage those that are able to do that to use the beer garden because that helps the Fire Foundation.
And, you know, and tell us a little bit when we're talking about benefiting. This is going to go to the foundation, which is very specific on what you guys do for the firefighters.
Right. The Fire Foundation's a nonprofit charity, all volunteer, and the proceeds that we receive from Dillinger Days this year will help with the health and wellness program as well as some of our restorations. But throughout the years, 50% of the on-duty deaths to firefighters are due to cardiac and fitness related. So locally, the foundation provides advanced care for firefighters. Additionally, cancer is on the rise. The Greater Tucson Fire Foundation has had the opportunity to participate in a cancer study for the firefighters. There's a larger study that's going to take 3 years. We're going to help with a pilot study to get some answers right away. And then there's the fitness and injury prevention components of what the foundation is able to do to help our local firefighters. There's 1,800 in the region. The city has 600 of those, but then the other 1,200 have differing levels of resources. So the foundation works to fill that gap between what taxpayer money can do and what the labor initiatives are able to do.
Great. Well, incredible. And I know, Michelle, that you're actually here with the Hotel Congress, which is a historic and wonderful, you know, place here in Tucson, open year-round, actually. So tell us, is there anything that we can expect to look forward to the rest of the year?
Well, we do events probably once a month, major events. The next one we're doing is Valentine's Day Marry Me Congress. We already have the applications for that. We're doing a mass vow renewal in the morning, free for couples in love, so it's a nice Valentine's Day celebration. But specifically with the hotel, you know, it was a really big deal in 1934. That was the top floor of our hotel that burned down and was never rebuilt. That led to the capture of Dillinger's gang in Dillinger in Tucson, Arizona. So we're just really proud to be able to host such a historical and cultural event for Southern Arizona. And just a side note, we are sold out on the Speakeasy. So if you want to continue to support the Greater Tucson Fire Foundation, just go to TucsonFireFoundation.org and you can see what you can do to help.
I think that support for the firefighters is amazing, and you guys are kind of going in that niche between what you guys get from other funding and what the community can do to help, because all they do for us. So you guys, thank you so much for coming. This is going to be such a great weekend.
We're excited.
So excited. And as we were just saying, you can support the Greater Tucson Fire Foundation with their annual fundraising Speakeasy at the Hotel Congress. It's Friday at 7 p.m. But also don't forget, Dillinger J's is the free, family-friendly, all-day event, and that goes on Saturday.